welcome back to another video and welcome to Project Aero. Your man has done what any sane cyclist would do, any chopper of a cyclist, and rather than trying to get quicker on a bike, he has thrown some money in making his bike faster.
Yes, science!
In the quest to get more aero and not get shelled this weekend. So it is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm doing a 3-day stage race, and I probably should have tested this bike before I come out on it the day before a stage race to see how it feels. Bad move. Now I know you're all going to be at your keyboards ready to tell me you wouldn't have done that, you wouldn't have done this, but that's a good thing. You ain't got to do it because I've done it, and it's going to be interesting to see if it helps. And if I get shelled out of the back this weekend, probably I'm going to be blaming you, Alex, for telling me you need narrow bars, you need this. But I tell you what, man's going to get slippery. I'm going to be slippery like, what's slippery? Silk bed sheets through the air. So I've made some big changes to the bike, which we're going to go through in a second, and if I do get dropped this weekend, I will look good as I get dropped. But we're going to go through the changes I've made, some of the kit I've bought as well. But first impressions are I probably should have done this way earlier than the day before the stage race, because it's taken some getting used to. I've gone narrow bars, which I'll go through and show you, but where I'm used to the old wide bars of a mountain bike, I feel like I've just nicked some kid's bike. But we're gonna get used to it and we're gonna be super aero. Right then, bike pervs, let's take a look at the upgrades we've made to the whip. And I'll just want to add in there, I've paid for all of these upgrades. I haven't been sent anything, so it's my honest review and why I've bought these products. But first of all, new EFS wheels. The reason why I got these is because, one, I'm impatient, and they had SRAM XDR free hub bodies already in stock and I could get them for next day delivery. I left everything super late. I'm going from 30mm to 50mm, so hopefully a little bit more aero. I did use Tom Cousins' discount code, which I'll pop on the screen. It's like TomC10 or something, that got me 10% off, and they are super nice. And we'll also do a little free hub sound check for you now.
Did you clear your throat? It sounds like you're like got loads in there that you're trying to like water pack.
Now, honestly, I'm super happy with the wheels. I think they look really nice and they look wicked on the bike. And I'm hoping they'll be a little bit faster through the air, like aerodynamics wise. They should cut through the air a little bit faster than 30mm. They're a little bit heavier, but I think as an all-round wheel, 50mm seems to be what people go for. Some people are going for like ridiculous ones like 80. I'd get blown away in the wind on them. The second upgrade we've made, we've got a new stem. Before I had the like one-piece built-in stem, bar stem combo. I've now got an enve stem on there, 110 long. That was out of Dad's parts bin, so I haven't had to pay for them. And I've got narrow bars. I've got prime carbon aero handlebars, and they are 36 centimeters wide. And I've turned the hoods in a little bit. Basically, I'm going to try and get my elbows in a bit, get a little bit more aero, be smaller like frontal plane on the bike. Also, Continental GP 5000 tyres. Now, there are faster tyres out there, yes, but these just seem to be reliable. I am running clinchers and inner tubes in there. I could potentially drop the weight a little bit and increase the better rolling resistance by going for the Tubulito ones, but I'm not made of money. I've just got standard inner tubes in there. On top of that, I'm running the same setup. The bike's dirty because, yes, this is post 3-day stage race, so I can tell you how this bike went in the next video. but I'm still running the 1x setup. The worst decision of my life. If you go over a pothole, the chain drops, and you can see I'm pointing out there. I was gonna mount a chain catcher on it on Friday, but the front derailleur hanger broke off, corroded off, leaving a hole in my frame. So, yep, that was a terrible decision, 1x. Also, I've changed my pedals. I've now gone for Shimano Ultegra pedals. I did have some Time ones on there before, and they just felt like they had a little bit too much float. So these are fixed in, feel really good. They feel solid when you're putting down the power, not like your foot's going to come out. And that's a little look at the whip. And in all honesty, I think it looks slick now. So other kit to make me slippery, not bike kit. Skin suit. My lady loves me in a nice little one piece, don't you, Rocket? She's not impressed that she's had to film this. So a Nopinz skin suit. I mean, I can't compare this to anything else. I've had this skin suit for ages, but it's the only skin suit I've ever owned. So, I mean, it works. It's one piece. It's tight. You get your little numbers in the back pockets there, which is an absolute faff to put your numbers in. So you got to make sure you put your numbers in first. So skin suit to make me nice and aero. And the other thing I purchased was some Aero socks. Did I see online that you can save 15 watts with a pair of Aero socks? Yes, I did. Was this the worst money I've ever spent? Yes, it was. I got these from Performance Watts. I ordered 3 pairs, only 2 arrived. Emailed them. They didn't get back to me. Still haven't heard back a week later. They were, the reason why, I think the best brand's probably Rule 28, but they're like 30 quid. These were $9.99 and I'm a bargain hunter. Big problem was, they wouldn't stay in position, so I didn't even wear them in the end anyway. They were sliding down because my little calves are too small, but maybe I'll find a pair of Aero socks that do fit and don't cost me an arm and a leg, but these were a negative, a waste of my money. So that is a little look at some of the bike upgrades I've made to try and be a little bit more aero. And I've obviously done the 3-day stage race now, so I can tell you they're going to take a little bit of getting used to. I already had a bad back from the crash I had at Margam Park on the mountain bike, and I can tell you now, I didn't think I was one of those people that making bike changes affected me that much, but it did massively. Like the pain in my back all weekend, I was getting real bad pain in my back from the different position I was in. It cramped up on the second day and I almost went absolutely man down. So I know you're all going to jump on it and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. But to be honest, it was more of a case of not being prepared enough for it. And I should have done this well in advance and got used to the position and practiced on it a bit more. I literally done a 1-hour ride on the Friday before racing Saturday, then racing Sunday. But, you know, what can you do? You try these things, and to be honest, I think it looks really cool. So if I can adjust to the position, I don't know if like I've got my cleats on in the same position and stuff like that for the new pedals, because obviously the pedals and cleats are completely different. The Aero socks, terrible. They wouldn't stay up. The skin suit, good. But hopefully I can get used to the bike changes because I really like the look of it. The wheels are absolutely spot on. They are really good value. They run true as anything and they feel absolutely mega. Tyres, happy with. I need to sort out the 1x system. The gear jumps are just too big, and also the chain dropping is an absolute nightmare, which you'll find out about in the next video. But I hope you like this video, enjoy a little insight into some of the upgrades I've made, and I'll catch you in the next one.